press the button, and say, "Yo, what up? How's it going, man?"
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm also quite well. So it looks like you've got Nezu on the brain. Very, very freshly released character or announced character, excuse me. And hit me with the elevator pitch. What's this character got going on?
Uh, he is a toolbox character, like the definition, the absolute definition. He is one of those characters that I said it earlier, and I said I would say it for the video. So people always saying like, "Oh, that card's good in a vacuum." Like, if all the cards align and the stars are perfect, that card is good. Well, he forcibly aligns those stars. He puts cards in situations where they can shine, and I just love it. I think this character is like, he's a good testing ground for how good cards are as opposed to characters. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
he as a character is fine, but he makes other cards shine.
I love that. So hit me with the elevator pitch. What's the goal today?
Just tools, just toolboxing. What I like about this character is that 4x is a rarity. The two that I have in this deck are just generally I need to see them.
Mm-hmm.
But the other cards are like super fine. I think the only card that I really want to highlight is Zero Gravity Barrier. I think he's the best character to play Barrier.
Okay.
But otherwise,
What gives you what makes you say that?
because he makes the momentum enhance an actual thought. Because of his response.
Oh, because they have the choice to draw, and if they draw, I draw.
Yes. So he makes it an actual thought. It's also just he generates momentum really well because of the symbol that he's on. He's just he's got everything. He doesn't,
Right. Yeah. I see that. Well, I'm adding a couple of cards into the sideboard. That we can chit chat.
The video's
about.
not playing, by the way.
Oh, I'm not even streaming to you. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Just doing a bad job at my job.
I tried to say it, but I don't know the good time in the video.
This one here. Can you see me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Then let's refresh. All right. So first and foremost, my initial thoughts. Full disclosure, I think I've read this character twice. Maybe I get to. I made a couple jokes yesterday on the webcam tournament about like people showing their hand and like using Nezu's once per game. Right. Like I made that joke, but that's pretty much all the thought I've put into it is to make that nice little quip.
Yeah.
So first off, I want to talk about just the attacks, and we'll move this over to difficulty. So it looks like you're playing a lot of 4 diffs, right? You've got Indiscriminate, Zero Gravity Barrier, Double Jab Pummel, Ice Storm, Meteor Shower, Electric Troll. Those are your main ones, and your only 5 diff is Zero Gravity Lift.
Yes, I thought about adding more 5 diffs, but I didn't get that far in my thought. This is a very preliminary build.
I think that's totally fair. I just want to talk about some of the 5 diffs that you could include if you're feeling it, right? First and foremost, you got Cheerful Uppercut.
Yeah.
This card's insane. I'll discard the Zero Gravity Barrier, pick up Cheerful Uppercut.
Absolutely. I was thinking about that one too.
How sweet. Same thing with Giant Ice Wall. Same thing with Frigid T-Wave. Same thing with Indiscriminate Shock. Being able to discard whatever 5 diff and find a move that says draw 2 feels great. Feels super good.
Yeah. Well, like the thing about Cheerful Uppercut is that like if I get a Grav Lift in my hand on my opponent's turn, because most of the time the response of Nezu is going to be on my opponent's turn.
Right.
General fact.
Mm-hmm.
If I draw a Grav Lift and I have my one of Uppercut in my discard, sure, I'll get this +3 high for a +1 mid.
2 +2 mid, but yeah, it's the disruption on this card is crazy. It's cracked.
Yeah. I thought it was +1.
Conversely, we've got Home Run coming as the 4 diff, which I think could easily be a 1 of. As just like an accidental big dunk, right? I think you could easily trade out one of these Indiscriminate Shocks and trade them, have 1 and 1.
That's what I was thinking too.
I can just like, I will Meteor Shower's not going to, the 5 damage on Meteor Shower is not going to get there, but the 14 damage on Comet could, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so like I think that's fine, and you don't even necessarily have to like get rid of your kill your ratios at all.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, I like the idea of these of the 4 diff package, but I just wanted to highlight the 5 diff package that you could do, and I think the 5 diff package is just a different looking deck, right?
I agree. I think I do need some 5 diffs just because I have lift. But I don't think I need to. I think the focus is definitely the 4s. I think 4s are stronger in chaos overall, for now. But I should get some 5s for the versatility and 5s.
I'm not even sure that you need to, because like I think Zero Gravity Lift is just like probably one of the best 5s to just have, and I bet you're gonna find of like if I have a single indiscriminate shock and I play a move, I probably just want it to be a lift anyways, because like this is guaranteed damage. It works with the strategy you have of playing as many showers as you can, right? Like it's still a combo, right? So like still combos with pummel, right, as the charge. Like I think there's a lot going on that I think that this is just a separate idea, a separate deck of whenever you get quote bored with 4 diff Nezu, you could move on to 5 diff Nezu. So I think the first thing I want to do
with 4 diff chaos and moving to 3 diff all anyway.
Right, which is a very cool list we'll talk about later. Indiscriminate shock is going to go down to 1. We're going to put Comet in at 1, just as like a bonus dunk that I could just go find, because I think this card's very cool.
Yeah.
Foundation wise, I mean, you're playing a lot of different foundations, and so like I just want to talk about some of the ones that we could just go and find and go pick up, right? I think this character is exceptionally good with shock treatment because it says destroy, so I can just like have shock treatment every turn if I want to. I can trade.
Shock treatment in this deck? What? Oh my god.
Yeah, you don't have it in the deck? No, it's not.
No,
Okay.
no. I just was shocked that I didn't have it in the deck. I was like, that's such an obvious pick.
Shock treatment, frozen, same thing. I'll destroy one of my committed foundations and discard and go grab it. Sadly, it's only playable on your turn, right? But it says that like whenever I use my face downs, things like requesting assistance, things like clever distraction, infinite potential, struggling with studies, I get to now just like go and snag those face down cards, right?
For sure.
Self-assured, it's just a good unique card. Can he pick up uniques? Yeah, you can pick whatever he wants. Okay, tight.
Yeah, you can pick up whatever he wants as long as it's the same difficulty.
Yeah, and so like I think this card is really cool. The card is unique. You should be flooding your deck with as many one of uniques as possible, because you can just go pick them up out of your discard pile. First day of class just means that your strings are safer, and I think there's no reason not to play like at least one of this card, right? Because you only really need one, right? One is all you need. So like the fact of like, oh, I'll go discard an Irrefutable Force of Nature and go pick up my first day of class. You don't have enough of these 3 symbols to matter, and I want my Meteor Shower loops to be safe, right? I want my Double Jab Pummel to auto pass no matter what, right? And then my 3rd card to auto pass.
Yeah.
Fighting Spirit. I think this is the character that gets you get to main board it at the 1 of and go pick it up when you think you need it, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And then I think the strongest piece that we missed, and it's easy to miss, is just Maul Day. Response, add this into your card pool. After you check an attack, add it to your hand. That attack now becomes whatever attack we want it to be. This says actually pick up whatever attack you want out of your discard pile.
Huh. I've always ignored that card because I don't like the cost, but that's insane. I didn't even think about that. That's
to the point where this could be like a 2 or a 3 of in your deck, actually, and you probably feel fine. And then it has the added bonus of if they go to deadlock, I have momentum, right?
I love it.
And so like this card is just like exceptionally good. The only issue is like it sucks on top of your deck. Its cost to put itself in the card pool is really high. It's a 2, like it's very mediocre everywhere else, but if you can leverage that ability, where maybe like it's just a 2 of, right? It's probably better than something like a Ward the Victor, right? Probably, depending on what these stats look like. Like, cause like what's the combo with a Ward the Victor? Is it just because it can't be double jab pummel, right? Because double jab happens on block, not on damage.
Like, a Ward the Victor is replay an attack.
Why?
Because of Nezu. So it puts it on top of the deck, you then check it, and there it is. So now I can just replay it again if I want to.
Oh, you have to discard a card to do so. You have to discard an attack to get the attack.
Right, but if I really want to play that attack twice, like let's say it is like an electric jolt, for example, or a barrier, or I can just put a barrier in my discard pile. I'm playing a bunch of fours, you know?
Don't you think it would be sick to also just like pick it up out of the discard pile though? Like just to pick it up. Like imagine a War the Victor with Molde. The check is
Oh yeah,
plus
for
2.
sure.
I check it and then I grab it. I just don't think a War the Victor needs to be a 2 of. Is what I'm saying. I think it
Oh
easily
yeah, I can
gets
agree
to be
with
a
that.
1 of, and you put the aiming at a 1 of, and then you can
Yeah.
just swap these 2 cards whenever you need or want them, right?
I can agree with that. I could probably put 1 and 1 on the side in that case, but yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Same thing with like League Interview. You only ever need 1 of this card, so it should be the 1 of. It being
I
6
do it
check
at
is neat, but
I
like
do it at 2 because I kind of want to see it because it does fuel the discard.
yeah, you will see it. Just go pick that shit up.
I mean, maybe because if it's a 1, then it's less likely to hit the discard ever,
Yeah,
or
you'll find
less
it.
likely to hit my hand. I
You'll
suppose.
find it. What if it's in the top half of your deck when you shuffle, you'll find it. That's just how it is.
True.
Right? Like as we look at our stats, you're playing a 57 card deck. You could dig 18 cards going first to find this card. Right? You can dig 18 cards to find any card you want. And then from there, once you've discarded like you just have access to so many more cards than everybody else. You imagine how good Mina is, Mina 1, but instead of being the 7-hand size character, you get to be a 6-hand size character that picks it up whenever you want it or whenever you can afford it, as opposed to I happenstance find the check at the appropriate time and blah 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 blah. The stars don't have to align for Nezu to go pick up the shit that he wants, which is cool.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that in order to start the thing that you're doing, I think the first thing you should do is just slam a bunch of 1-ofs in your deck and be like, how often do these things show up? How often does this matter? Right? Things like Wealthy Aspiration should be a 1-of. The only reason to not make it a 1-of is changing our low blocks. But like we'll go in full. We're adding in first day of class. Let's make this a 2-of. I know I said 1-of before, but like let's make it a 2-of just to keep this number back high. You also have infinite potential to be fine there. Encouraging training partner could probably be a 2-of, because we can go find it. Charged up could probably be a 2-of. I know it's nutty with zero gravity barrier, but that is the best target for it.
Yeah,
that's just the best target. And so we've got charged up and rocket attitude that I think should just both be 2-ofs, truthfully.
Okay.
I know they both remove. Is the words look different on these cards? Might just be the shadowing looks different.
Oh,
the shadow looks on the top, and then the shadow looks on the bottom for this.
Oh,
isn't that weird? Do you see that?
Yeah, I do see that.
That's weird.
Jasco standards hashtag. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that looks different. Yeah, I think I want to put these both at 2. Oh, not that one. I want to put these both at 2-ofs.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can maybe that means we can add in one more Wealthy Aspiration. I should go look at different low blocks, right? Struggling's at a 4-of. I mean, that's the best one, right?
Yeah, struggling is absolutely a 4-of.
Which means I want to put in 1 Frozen at least, because I can go find it. Man, this deck just gets to be just like an absolute fuck ton of 4-ofs. How many Maldays do you want to rock? That's the card I demand. You're not leaving this deck doctor without at least 2 of this card.
I was gonna say 2. I think 2 is like the sweet spot for that, because like let's think about this. We put it on the board. We do actually add it to the card pool, to pick up the attack, and let's say our turn ends there. Well, we just now have a Malday in the discard whenever I want it.
Yep.
And I'm probably gonna have a lot of 2s at any given point, given my foundation count. You know, it's just.
I should click the chaos button when I look. Trending with Gunhead. Oh, we got rid of 1 Rockin' Attitude. That's where it went. Maybe we put the Rockin' Attitude back up. We only have, what's this number look like?
What?
What's the deck total look like?
Anything.
Anything. Anything. I get to
literally anything.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, please do. I legitimately think this character is the character that can do it
I
at
think
any point.
58 is probably the highest that I'm gonna go, just because we already have 20 attacks. We don't actually get to like replace foundations with attacks, and so I need to actually draw strings, especially when I'm playing. This card wants to play 3 attacks every turn, right? So like our attack count should be a little higher.
Oh, we have Ice Storm. Maybe we do a living up to his example.
Living up to his example. What is that card?
It's a set 3 action. Since we are playing a set 3 character, we might as well look at set 3 cards.
Oh yeah. It's a low block, yeah.
Yeah, it's +1 low block, breaker 1, 3 diff, so it helps with the award the victor, and it has a decent effect, and I draw a card.
Discard card. You don't get to draw a card off of it.
Yes, I do. If your hand size is 6 or less.
Oh, it's 6 or less, not 5 or less.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Chaos look. Living up to his example, it's got breaker 1. Was a 2 of?
I think so.
Oh. Can I try and sell you on a different card?
Go for it.
All right. All right. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Hear me out. Let me go find it.
I'm listening.
Let me go find it.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
Slightly different idea, but why not just make it 0 gravity capture?
Man, you're like Broberg. We were just talking about that. Hell yeah, I'm down for it.
Like this card is just like an attack. It gets to be like either a mid, or where's the other one? Aiming for number 1. It's a higher, a mid, or a low block. Like you can cycle those 3 cards. This card gets to just be a 2 of, right? And now we officially have a way to discard a foundation to go and grab ourselves an attack.
Absolutely, I'm totally down.
Yeah. Increase our attack count a little bit, be a little more aggressive. Like imagine like play 0 gravity capture, it can't fail, right? That's just your first move. And they don't want to block it because it's a 0 high for 4. And then you play Pummel because we definitely played first day of class. So this card can't fail. And then you play whatever afterwards. And then it can't fail. Right? Like these are or Homer Comet. It can't fail. Like I'll commit 1, who cares?
Yeah, the only issue is the barrier, but fuck it. Who cares?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Who cares?
But it's a 3, not a 4, so like it's even safer. Like it's just safer.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I absolutely agree. It's like that's the risk you play with 2s. If you don't like it, don't do it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally down. Love it. Like, oh yeah. Like that's the thing about this character. I
58,
everything
the number I wanted.
Like that's the thing about this character is that everything I want to see at any point, like, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? You don't like it? Replace it. It's not gonna hurt anything. The character's too consistent. The character's actually too consistent.
Interesting. I think this is where I would start out actually, and then like you get to see which cards you like and you don't like, and then just replace them with other 1-ofs or like lower the numbers, raise the numbers. But I think this is where I would start with the chaos list, man.
So we cut 2 attacks because now we're at 22 with a 58 card deck. Or are we playing
fuck it.
Fuck it. Cool.
I think you have to play aggressive because you don't have aggressive abilities on your face, right?
I get to look at my hand and get to decide what they can't block with.
Once.
Yeah, but that could be the kill turn. I don't know, dude.
Once.
Hey man, I'm just
and the fact that you're not really like mixing up zones, right? Like it's either you have the highs for the comet or the lows for the ice storm. Like you get to see, but like any player worth their salt is just gonna hold a high and a low, and then look at you and be like, you knew what was there. You knew, Principal Nezu. Why are you bothering looking?
The other response is I could play order if I cared about zones. So
true. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. Love this character. Love the flavor because, like I said, he makes cards shine, and as the principal, he makes the students shine.
Yeah. That's tight. And he knows what's going on, right?
Yeah.
He's got the forethought.
Yeah. I love this character.
All right, man.
I think.
Are you happy with the deck, Doctor?
Absolutely.
And then
the only reason I'm gonna mess with it in the future is because this character is he's paradise. He's deck building paradise.
Yeah, for sure. I agree completely. Good luck with it, man. That's he's so exciting. If you find something that works, let me know in the Discord, okay?
Yeah, absolutely will. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. All right.
Bye.
Peace, brother.